We're talking more about All Elite Wrestling and their television deal. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more WWE and pro wrestling news and rumors on the Slam. If you guys do enjoy that, hit that subscribe button. We wouldn't put a video up this morning because there wasn't really anything to talk about, but it actually did come out today that Chris Jericho was on Busted Open Radio, and he was talking about All Elite Wrestling, and he went into a lot of things here, and it's very, very interesting. So if you guys have any other scoops, rumors, and news about All Elite Wrestling, please do let me know. So Chris Jericho came out on Busted Open Radio. He started to talk, and there's a nice little snippet of him saying a bunch of cool things. But the big thing he did was that he name dropped Kenny Omega. Now, I'm not sure if he meant to name drop Kenny Omega or if it's just one of those names that he put out there or if Kenny Omega is part of AEW, but we'll get more into that. So after he name dropped Kenny Omega, he actually went on and talked about the television deal, because he said that there is no way he would have signed with All Elite Wrestling if they didn't have a television deal in place. And he's not going to tell you which television deal they have, but he did say there are 3 major networks that people are going to be shocked about. Now, I've heard some rumblings and some rumors about these 3 networks. There's a lot of speculation on what they could. Could it be TNT? That's one of them. That people have been speculating maybe they could go on TNT or TBS. I heard WGN was another one, and the reason WGN is because they had that all in like pre-show on WGN, so that's another one they could be doing. I also heard HBO was another one, and if they could go with HBO, I mean, that would be big. Just the fact that they could have so much going on here with HBO, and they could be like not family friendly because it's not television, it's HBO. That's one of those things here. I'm looking at this on my phone, but I have another thing. And another network that I actually heard was Vice. Vice TV, if you guys know what that is. It's kind of like a different kind of television. You probably know them from like a lot of videos they have on YouTube and on the internet, but Vice would be a good place for them. And then that's pretty much the big ones that we have there. WGN, HBO, Vice, TNT. Those are the ones that people are talking about. Now, I think if they could go with like a major network, NBC, ABC, Fox, obviously would be the best platform that they could go. But if they can't, like CBS as well, if they could do any of those major ones, that would be the best way to go. But I still think like WGN, TNT, those are still pretty good. I know WGN kind of not the best. It's like Chicago-based television, but I think it's still a good idea. But it's huge here that Chris Jericho said that he wouldn't sign without a television deal. Now, also in this interview, Chris Jericho went on and talked about how they're trying to get a lot of interesting things behind the scenes, because they did put some of those wrestlers out there in the front, but they haven't talked about the people in the back. He went on to mention that they are doing something similar to WWE, where WWE has a lot of people in the back. They have medical people, they have people that write stories, they have people that book the shows, they have people that just run the day-to-day and the backstage of WWE and make sure everything goes good. And there's a lot of people that they're hiring that he really didn't go into on who they were, but he went on and said, we're hiring a lot of people. All Elite Wrestling is doing that behind the scenes thing, that they're making sure it's working. So I think that's really, really interesting. And I'm curious to know like what television network they would go with. Like I said, if I was them, I would try and get on a cable network, which would be, or a broadcast, it's whatever it's called, ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS. If they could do any one of those, that would be huge for them. Will they be able to swing it because SmackDown moving over there? But I don't know. I think there's a lot of cool things that are coming out here. And Chris Jericho saying that he wouldn't sign without a major television network. That makes me feel that this is a lot bigger than just another independent promotion popping up. This is something that's going to be huge. And it's huge that they're going for television instead of saying, oh yeah, we could do television, but we feel like the future is the internet. Which, I mean, yeah, the future is the internet, but come on, guys. If you can get a national platform out here and get on television, I think that would be cool for them. I still think they should do stuff on the internet like Fight TV for their pay-per-view stuff, and I think they should stream stuff on Twitch. I honestly still think that. I think they, whatever they want, however they want to do it, I think that would be cool. But we'll have to see when Impact goes live on Twitch, what kind of audience they get there, what kind of global reach they have for that. It looks like Impact on Twitch is only in the United States, so that kind of stinks for that. But I'm curious to know, guys, what do you think? What do you honestly think would be the best network for them to go on? Would they want to do an HBO so they could be less restricted towards that PG-friendly stuff? Because, you know, HBO kind of does whatever they want. They do kind of crazy stuff, and it works out for them. So I think that them getting TV is going to be big. A lot of people will watch TV. The thing is, like, I love the internet, and I love getting, you know, people to go to the internet to watch stuff. I think that Twitch going after Impact Wrestling and Impact going on Twitch, I think is cool. But if you want to get like a ton of people, like the casual wrestling fans, you want to compete with WWE, you got to be on television, right? You got to be on television if you want to compete with WWE. If you're trying to be an alternative, I get that too. But competing with WWE, competing on the level, the scale of WWE, you could have your own app, you could have your own network, you could have whatever you want to call it, app on iTunes, Google Play, that kind of stuff, Apple TV, all that. You could do all that, but if you really want to get in there and compete strictly with the WWE and go crazy hard on them, a TV deal is what you're going to need. So I'm interested to see where this is going to lead us. I do think that Twitch is going to be, you know, a huge player in the pro wrestling game. YouTube will be as well. So, you know, wrestling promotions are going to continue to use that and expand. And it's so cheap and so free for you to have a Twitch channel. You could just start one right now and free to go. Start streaming. That's one of the things they could do. So I'm interested to see how it's going to play out. I'd like to see them do their pay-per-views on Twitch because I think that would be kind of cool. So do their live shows on Twitch and Fight. They're probably going to do Fight. Let's not kid ourselves. Fight. Let's not kid ourselves. They're going to be on Fight. But honestly, I think this is a big day for the wrestling world. Chris Jericho coming out on Busted Open, mentioned Kenny Omega, talked about TV deals, stuff like that. I will be back with more All Elite Wrestling stuff here. We're going to cover it as it comes in. So some of these Slam videos that you're seeing, I know I wanted to put one up at 8, but there wasn't really anything worthy to talk about. And now with Chris Jericho coming out and saying they have 3 major TV deals here, I think that's pretty big for them. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave you guys today. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you enjoy this, make sure you smash that like button. Let me know what's the best TV deal for All Elite Wrestling. As always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We'll see you in another video.